All right, hello. It is 1:30 in the morning. We still have over 40,000 power outages right now on Long Island. We're doing another update. I want to keep you updated because News 12 is not updating people from what I've heard, and I have to kind of fill in the gap a little bit. You can see we have large amounts of power outage. North Babylon, um, North Amityville, still these hard-hit areas here. Still out of power. West Islip, North Babylon, West Babylon, North Lindenhurst, Islip. Looks like power is out in Bayshore, West Islip, East Islip, outage in Great River. Just a large amount of power outages. Of course, Lake Ronkonkoma as well, still out, and these power outages are probably going to take a while to restore because the damage is so widespread, and it will probably take some time before all the power is back on. We have some local storm reports as well. Multiple trees and wires down across Ronkonkoma with several roads blocked. East Farmingdale, partial building collapse onto multiple vehicles on Executive Boulevard. So, marine wind thunderstorm gust 41 at Orient. Okay, we have an update here from the Weather Service on some of these wind gusts here. Look at these here. Wind gusts at 58 mile an hour, Battery Park, Tribeca 58 mile an hour. 61 mile an hour wind gust in Wantagh with large branches down. Marine thunderstorm wind gust southeast of Point Lookout to 51. Thunderstorm wind damage in Wantagh with tree down along Wantagh Parkway. Marine thunderstorm wind at Oak Beach 52 miles an hour. 60 mile an hour wind gust at east southeast of Babylon. 61 mile an hour gust in Brentwood. Thunderstorm wind damage in Bayshore. Multiple trees reported down around town. Islip, tree down on Grand Boulevard, thunderstorm wind damage. 3-inch tree limbs down, power pole snapped in Lake Ronkonkoma. Thunderstorm wind damage in Ronkonkoma, large tree limbs ripped off tree near Michael Murphy Park. Thunderstorm wind damage in Amityville. Damage in North Babylon, tree down. Damage in North Lindenhurst, trees down on Colpeg Road. And Shelter Island, trees and wires down throughout Shelter Island. We are going to be looking at some reports now on Facebook through News 12. You can see there's a tree into someone's house. A tornado passed through West Babylon. Fallen tree 3 houses away from ours. Here's another fallen tree. People are saying it looked like a tornado hit. Might just be straight lined wind damage. And people are not happy about this. The news Alties has gotten rid of Channel 61, which was a dedicated channel for the weather and traffic, and now they're airing stuff about food and drink, and and people. Basically, News 12 did not warn people that this was going to happen, and can't even get a weather report. It's ridiculous. What's going on. They're talking about stuff because News 12 gears now to a certain demographic. They don't really want to report on the storm. Bad rain, numerous trees down in Bayshore. This is the Southern State Parkway at exit 39N. There is a tree down in the roadway. Yard looks like a hurricane came through in Lindenhurst. Here is Wantagh, which is also hit hard. Tree down. Look at this tree. Each tree uprooted right here. Thanks for the warning. Yes, nobody got. News 12 did not warn anyone. Massapequa, it has a huge oak. This is why the FCC needs to step in and start issuing fines to Alties because they have an obligation to be reporting on the news that affects people on Long Island. So it sounded like a tornado west hit Babylon. Fences down, piece of siding's down. Reminds people of the microburst. Mini hurricane, people are saying. Power is out in Ronkonkoma, completely out in Ronkonkoma. turned on to channel 61 to see weather radar, but instead there was a TV show on. Way to be as local news gets. Yep, it's not as it's snobby as snobby news gets. It's gearing to a certain demographic now. That a certain demographic doesn't want to hear about storms and the climate chaos. They want to pretend it doesn't exist. So Babylon, 9th Street, trees, and West Babylon, 9th Street, trees and power lines down everywhere. Definitely have not seen the trees move like this ever. 60-plus mile-an-hour winds in Farmingville. Farmingville split a huge oak in front of somebody's house. A wind came so fast. Can't really see much from that picture. Strong winds came out of nowhere. Very frustrating to turn on News 12, waiting for a live update only see mass shootings being reported once they went live. What the hell is also going on? Power also went out 2 times. So this is what I mean. They're covering these mass shootings. What does this have to do with Long Island? Absolutely nothing. It's not local news, but a certain demographic wants to hear about it. And why isn't this all over News 12 right now? No warning. So News 12 failed. I would have loved to have kept up with the storm, but you were broadcasting Dish in Long Island. Who cares? These are shows that geared to a certain demographic now. Lost power in Ronkonkoma about an hour ago. Power out in Call Place. I was waiting for a tornado or something. Just destroyed the giant tent. Crazy wind, torrential rain in Medford. North Babylon, no lights. Trees, telephone poles, wires down. Trees and wires down. West Babylon. Manaville, heavy rain, heat lightning. People are not happy at what they did with Channel 61. Was it a downburst? Was it a tornado? We'll have to wait till tomorrow to get. I'm sure the Weather Service will be sending people. Bring back traffic and weather. Yep. Bring back your traffic and weather channel. People are not happy about that. Everything is now off my deck. Belmore, North Amityville, no lights, trees and wires down. Worst storms of the summer. So everybody's pretty much doing News 12's job reporting on all these things. No power in Bayshore. North Bayshore. Power is going to be out till tomorrow for sure. Trees down everywhere. Lost power. Power out all over the road. Babylon. South Farmingdale. Here are some pictures. You can see some trees down there. No power. Islip. No power. West Babylon. Power just flickered in Patchogue. Brooklyn too. They've had power flicker there 2 times. West Babylon, no power, trees down everywhere. Rain, power outage in Bayshore. Here in North Amityville, no power in Bayshore. Power went out. Let's play this video for you. You're going to be able to see what happens here. You're going to be able to see the lightning. There was a crazy lightning bolt, and then the power went out here. It doesn't say where it was, but there's a crazy lightning bolt. You'll see right here in a minute here. You should be able to see it in a minute. Well, we'll have to wait for tomorrow for News 12 to get something, because look at the lightning. You can see the power. There's going to be a lightning bolt, and the power is going to go out. Going to see that in a minute. Yeah, see the blue flash? There it goes. There goes the power. So that's video of the power going out. Selden, downpour, windy, very bad. Mount Sinai. This is another video of what it looked like here. See, just heavy, wind-driven rain. Lots of wind. Can't really see too much in that video, but lots of wind. Scary as heck. Here's a tree down here. Trees, wires down. So everybody out there is doing the reporting News 12 should be doing right now. No surprise, because they'd rather talk about, they'd rather talk about that, and they'd rather talk about this as well. What does this have to do with Long Island? Nothing. Nothing at all. But they want to talk about what these Wall Street finance professionals want, and we've got to keep, it's ridiculous. So there'll be more storm reports tomorrow. I just wanted to go over this because, again, a lot of damage here. This is a classic example of it right here, this picture right here. So we'll have more reports and more pictures tomorrow of the storm damage. Or should I say later today, because it's really 1:30 Friday now. 1:30 a.m. Friday, August 23rd, 2019. So that does wrap up this update.